Namaste. Welcome to Agriculture Affairs in Nepal with me, Nirmala Basnet. Dear viewers, let us start the program with the main affairs of the day. The Metropolitan Vegetable Market in Bharatpur of Chittaun has come into operation. The stakeholders have stated that the state government policy and Purvanchal University program have not included Gotgaon. Even though the main crop of Nepal is increasing in production, the dependence is still on the rise. And much more. Let us now continue the program with the affairs of tax opposition. The country now is in the state of lockdown due to corona. There are over 5,000 people recorded to be infected with COVID-19. The country's economy is free-falling due to lockdown. The Nepali government is functioning to make it easier for the people and at the same time safe. A lot of the people do not agree in the success of the Nepali government. There have been protests against the lockdown. At the same time, the tax on various businesses are also protested against. Traders of Nepalganj have been protesting since 22nd of Jester, demanding relief package and more time to pay taxes. They're agitating, saying that they will not be able to pay taxes on time under any circumstances. Let us now look at this report for a little while. Traders of Nepalganj have been protesting since 22nd of Jester, demanding relief package and more time to pay taxes. They're agitating, saying that they will not be able to pay taxes on time under any circumstances. The government has revoked the predetermination of paying the tax by just 25th and extended the time till Ashar 7. However, the traders of Nepalganj in Banke have been agitating, saying that the decision was not business-friendly. On 23rd, just officials of the Nepalganj Chamber of Commerce and Industry staged a protest at the association's office in Nepalganj submetropolis. Protesting traders carried placards saying, "We are unable to pay taxes when our business is closed. Make arrangements to pay taxes at least 3 months after the lockdown is lifted. The government needs to provide relief. Business are closed. How do we pay taxes?" Abdul Ohid Mansouri, president of Nepalganj Chamber of Commerce and Industry, said that they could not pay the tax even on 7th Ashar, saying that they were affected by the long-term lockdown.
र 32 गतेसम्म लकडाउन हुँदा हुँदै पनि 25 गते कर बुझाउनुपर्छ भन्ने एउटा सूचना आज मन्त्रालयबाट आएको थियो। अब व्यवसाय बन्छ उद्योग बन्छ त्यसपछि चाहिँ हामीले कहाँबाट कर बुझाउने भनेर हामीले विरोध गरेका थियौँ। हिजोदेखि हाम्रो विरोध थियो र सरकारले फेरि 7 गतेसम्म चाहिँ तपाईँले कर बुझाउनुपर्छ भन्ने एउटा निर्णय अर्थ मन्त्रालयको त्यो निर्णय पनि हामीले मानेका छैनौँ।
Similarly, the businessmen have said that they have been affected when the government has set time to pay taxes. Nandalal Vaishya, coordinator of Udyog Banijya Sangh, State 5, said that discussions have been held with other trade associations on the same issue.
सरकार हाम्रो कुरालाई लत्यायो र हामीलाई व्यवस्था गर्यो भने अब हामी चुप लागेर बस्दैन। प्रदेश सरकार, हाम्रो प्रदेश उद्योग व्यापार संघ, केन्द्रीय उद्योग वाणिज्य महासंघ र जिल्ला उद्योग व्यापार संघ तीनटै हामी एउटै भोइसमा छलफल हाम्रो भइसकेको छ। अब यो पीडालाई अति पीडित नबनाऊ सरकार भने हाम्रो माग रहेको छ। हाम्रो भर्खर जिल्ला अध्यक्षले भनिसक्नु भएको छ 3 महिनाको दुकान खोलेपछि पसल खोलेपछि उद्योग खोलेपछि 3 महिनाको समय हामीलाई चाहियो।
Most of the traders in Banke say that they are unable to file taxes in the current difficult situation. He handed over a memorandum to Finance Minister Dr. Yuvraj Khatioda through the District Administration Office. After the report on tax opposition, let us now talk about the affairs of the vegetable market. The vegetable and other markets were closed due to corona infection in the country. The businesses around the country have been suffering a great deal. There is now a good news that vegetable market in Chittagong is coming into operation. The market is opened in agreement to follow the government rules of social distance. The Metropolitan Vegetable Market in Bharatpur of Chittagong has come into operation. Let us look at this report for a little while. The Metropolitan Vegetable Market in Bharatpur of Chittagong has come into operation. The vegetable market, which has been closed since Chait 18th due to lockdown, has resumed operation since 23rd Jesta. It has been decided to open the market every day from 6 a.m. to 4 p.m., said Thir Prasad Tital, President of Fruit and Vegetable Wholesalers Association, Chittagong. He said that the operation was carried out by maintaining social distance by adopting security measures. Chairman Dital said that a record has been kept of the goods that came with all the security precautions. Necessary operating of the market will be done by the Metropolitan and District Administration offices. It has even said that the entrepreneurs themselves will monitor whether the security measures have been adopted as per the government norms and policies. Similarly, the businessmen have stated that the decision to open the market for wholesale has been taken after repeated discussion with the stakeholders, including Bharatpur Metropolitan City, Chamber of Commerce and Industry, Farmers and Agriculture Knowledge Center. Earlier, farmers and consumers were affected when the market was closed, saying that they could not control the crowd even though the vegetable and fruit business did not have to be closed. Locals. After the report on vegetable market, let us now talk about the affairs of the budget discussion. The Nepali government budget has been published. There have been discussions on the matter. A lot of the people are trying to understand the budget allocation to improve where it is needed. The representative Vim Raul said that the budget allocated by the government is against the constitution, goals and policy of the party. Speaking at the meeting of the House of Representatives on Jan 25th on the budget allocated for various ministries, Raul said that the budget did not meet the commitment made by the constitution and the Maoists during the election. Let us look at this report for a little while. The MP Vim Raul said that the budget allocated by the government is against the constitutional goals and policy of the party. Speaking at a meeting of the House of Representatives on Jan 25th on budget allocated for various ministries, Raul said that the budget did not meet the commitments made by the Constitution and the CPN during the election. MP Raul has accused the government of trying to go for neoliberalism when next year's budget is supposed to go on the path of socialism. He said that the policies taken in the budget in the areas of education, health, energy, and social welfare have not taken in the right directions. He also objected to the MCC's plan being included in the budget, saying that it was irresponsible to include the MCC agreement in the budget without the approval of the parliament, which was criticized by the people, political party leaders, and intellectuals. In the same budget, Nepal has not allocated any budget and program to build its own structure on the land encroachment by India, said Rahul.
नेपालको संविधानमा राज्यका नीतिहरू उल्लेखित राष्ट्रिय सुरक्षा प्रणालीको विकास तथा राष्ट्रिय सुरक्षा नीतिका आधारमा सुरक्षा विषयलाई सबल तुल्याउने कुनै कार्यक्रम मैले देखिन। सीमा प्रशासन कार्यालय अन्तर्गत नागरिकता र राहदानी वितरण कार्यक्रमका लागि भनेर जम्मा 2 करोड 62 लाख मात्र छुट्याइएको छ। नेपालको लिम्पियाधुरा, लिपुले, कालापानी, सुस्ता लगायतका भारतबाट अतिक्रमित भूभागमा सडक लगायतका पूर्वाधार निर्माण र स्थानीय जनताका लागि सेवा सुविधाको कार्यक्रम बजेटमा नआउनु यसलाई विडम्बना नै मान्नुपर्छ।
In the same meeting, Congress MP Balkrishna Khan said that the country cannot fail even if the government and Prime Minister KP Sharma Oli failed, and urged the ruling party MPs not to carry the failed Prime Minister and the failed government. He also demanded allocation of necessary budget, as there was no budget allocation for bringing back Kalapani, Lipu Lake and Lipiadura from Indian encroachment.
सरकारले चाहे कोरोना व्यवस्थापन गर्ने क्रममा होस्, चाहे बाढी पहिरो व्यवस्थापन गर्ने क्रममा होस्, चाहे प्रशासन सञ्चालन गर्ने क्रममा होस्, पूर्ण रूपमा यो सरकार असफल भएको छ। प्रधानमन्त्रीजी असफल हुनुभएको छ। सत्तासीन पार्टीले असफल नबनोस् त्यहाँले असफल सरकारलाई कतिसम्म बोक्ने, असफल प्रधानमन्त्रीलाई कतिसम्म बोक्ने?
मान्य सदस्य
सत्तासीन पार्टी गम्भीर बनाओस् र यो असफलतालाई अविलम्ब यसलाई चाहिँ असफलतालाई बदल्नको लागि तपाईहरु तयार हुनुहोस्। मुलुक असफल हुन सक्दैन, सरकार असफल होला, प्रधानमन्त्री असफल होला, मुलुक असफल हुनु हुँदैन। त्यहाँले तपाईहरु गम्भीर बनेर सत्तासीन पार्टीले गम्भीर निर्णय गरोस्।
In the meeting, 10 proposals have been presented to reduce the expenditure on the appropriation title of various ministries under the Appropriation Bill 2077 BS. MP Durga Paudel, Gyanendra Bahadur Kargi, Prem Suwal and others had submitted proposals for expenditure cut on the appropriation titles related to energy and irrigation, education, science and technology, federal affairs and general administration, Ministry of Foreign Affairs, Home and Defense, and Office of Prime Minister and Council of Ministers, Secretariat of National Planning Commission, Office of the President, and Vice President. On behalf of the Prime Minister, Deputy Prime Minister, and Minister of Defense, Ishwar Pokhrel presented the annual report of the National Security Council 2075-76. After the report on budget, let us now look at the report on COVID hospital. People are complaining that the COVID hospital in Provincial University is not functioning. It is reported that the sick people are just dumped there without being treated. This is a very serious time in the history of human beings. We are now together fighting one enemy. All colors of human beings are united to overcome this infection together. However, Nepal's strategy against this virus is not strong enough, according to the next report. Stakeholders have stated that the state government policy and provincial university program have not included Gotgaon. Let us look at this report for a little while. Stakeholders have stated that the state government policy and provincial university program have not included Gotegaon. The state-level quarantine was conducted at the Eastern University in Gotegaon, a beautiful municipality spread over an area of 805 bigas. The quarantine is now being monitored by a team of experts from the state government, which operates 200-bed COVID hospital named COVID Hospital. A team including the chief minister of the state government, which had monitored the use of the vacant building even before this, could not include the Eastern University in the policy and program of the state. Even though the expert team suggested that it is appropriate to run COVID hospital, when a journalist doing risky journalism for COVID-19 investigated about this, it is found that this hospital is only in name COVID Hospital.
वार्ता गरेर एउटा सहमति बनाएर डेलिगेसन आएर सबै कुरो गरेर 16 बुँदे सम्झौता गरिसकेपछि त्यो 16 बुँदे सम्झौता अनुसार प्रदेश सरकारले गर्नुपर्छ, होइन भने अनावश्यक रूपमा यहाँ के रे कोभिड-19 को पोजिटिभ ल्याएर यो भाडभैलो मचाउने अथवा दायाँ बायाँ गर्ने अथवा यहाँ लोकल रूपलाई प्रेसराइज गर्ने, विश्वविद्यालयलाई प्रेसराइज गर्ने, भिसीलाई प्रेसराइज गर्ने अथवा डिन डाइरेक्टरलाई प्रेसराइज गर्ने चाहिँ प्रदेश सरकारले गर्नु हुँदैन.
Lok Prasad Sangraula, a state member and senate member of the university, said that the state government had acted irresponsibly by constructing COVID hospital without coordination and consultation with the local government. He said that the Eastern University was taken as a danger zone due to the lack of focus of the state government in its policies and programs, and the state government should be held accountable if there are any infected patients in the future.
नीति तथा कार्यक्रम प्रस्तुत गर्दा हिजै मात्रै नीति तथा कार्यक्रम प्रस्तुत भयो. त्यहाँ हुँदाखेरि यो तपाईँ गोठगाउँको पूर्वाञ्चल विश्वविद्यालयमा 200 बेडको चाहिँ हस्पिटल कोभिड हस्पिटल निर्माण गर्ने, भेन्टिलेटर राख्ने, डाक्टर र उपकरणहरूको व्यवस्था गर्ने भन्ने कुरा चाहिँ हिजो गरेको छ. अहिलेसम्म पाइला चालेको छैन. यसले त एउटा के भन्देखि एउटा खतरा जोनको रूपबाट चाहिँ पूर्वाञ्चल विश्वविद्यालय बनायो.
The operation of COVID hospital had created a sense of long-term support and hope in the region, but the local level Sundar Haranja municipality has expressed interest in not including the university in the policy and program as stated by the state government. There's a situation of keeping the infected only till they become serious and referring the patients to BP Pratishthan, Dharan, and COVID Hospital, Viratnagar, when it is very difficult. Shiva Prasad Thakal, mayor of Sundarharanchal, says that some people in the Eastern University have been blindfolded due to the crooked eyes of the state-run government.
तर अहिले चाहिँ प्रदेश सरकारमा रहेका केही मान्छेहरूको वक्र दृष्टि भएका कारणले गर्दा यो अस्पताल चाहिँ अहिले यता न उताको जस्तो अवस्था छ र हामीले सुनिरहेका छौं प्रदेश सरकारले संक्रमितहरूलाई मात्रै ल्याएर प्रदेशभरिबाट यहाँ राख्ने र उनीहरूलाई सारो गाह्रो भयो भने अन्य हस्पिटलहरुमा लाने र आइसोलेट मात्रै यहाँ गर्ने भन्ने खालको तयारी छ रे भन्ने हामीले सुन्नमा आएको छ.
Mayor Thakal has taken the Eastern University as the first break by Sundarharanchal to run a medical college and has drawn the attention of the state government not to pile up infected patients without resources. Stakeholders have complained that the state government has treated Provincial University as a stepson by not complying with the policies and programs. Buildings with adequate physical infrastructures have been constructed in the area. The state government and the federal government have not yet been able to run a medical college in the Eastern University, which has been established with the objective of conducting various educational programs from running a medical college and central office. After the report on COVID hospital, let us now take a small commercial break. Stay with Krishi Television. After the commercial break, welcome back to Agriculture Affairs in Nepal. Dear viewers, let us now look at the affairs of the rice. In Nepal, the main food is rice. It has been reported that the production of rice in Nepal has increased. However, it is also reported that the import of rice is also increased. What could be the cause? Could it be increase of population as well? We know that population increases exponentially while the food production does not. Even though the main crop of Nepal is increasing in production, the dependence is still on the rise. Let us look at this report for a little while. According to the Customs Department, the import of rice is increasing every year. According to the department, rice worth 32 arba was imported last year, but in the first 10 months of this year, rice import has reached 28 arba. Similarly, according to the Ministry of Agriculture and Livestock Development, paddy production has increased by 10% in the last 5 years, but imports have been increasing at the same rate every year. According to government data, Nepal produced 33 lakh tons of rice from 55 lakh tons last year. According to the household survey of the Central Statistics Office, 35 lakh tons of rice is still needed. The Ministry of Agriculture has been bringing various schemes every year to replace the main food imports, including rice. But the concrete results have not come yet. On one hand, there is a tendency to plan. On the other hand, there is a tendency to increase imports and increase food dependence. The same ministry has said that it is focusing on the production of fine rice to stop the import of rice from India from next year. After the report on rice, let us now talk about the affairs of the increased price of the chickens. Due to the lockdown, there has been difficulty in transporting all the basic needs, including chickens, chicken feed, and chicks. This left the poultry business with less chicken in the coop. As a result, the price of the chicken has gone up as there's shortage of the bird. This has excited the poultry industry quite a bit. This is a good news for the industry, but it is not so good news for the consumers. Hatchery industrialists have started raising the prices of broiler chickens. They have raised prices 3 times in 1 week. Let us look at this report for a little while. Farmers have to pay 70 rupees for 1-day-old broiler chicks from Tuesday. The industrialists had increased the price of each chick by 10 rupees to 50 rupees. The industrialists, who maintained 60 rupees on the 5th day, have increased to 70 rupees in 2 days. General Secretary of Nepal Hatchery Industries Association, Balram Kesi, has written in the Viber group of Upatyaka Poultry. The former price of calf 500 chicks has been fixed at 70 rupees since Tuesday. As soon as the government announced the strike, the farmers stopped keeping chickens in the cages, saying that there would be problem in transportation of grains, chicks, and chickens. But during that period, when there was a shortage of broiler chickens in Nepal, the price has also started increasing every week. The farmers who are getting 240 rupees per kg of live broiler here will get 250 rupees with effect from Tuesday. It is said that the price has been increased by the industrialists on the occasion of farmers' enthusiasm to raise chickens, along with the increase in the price of chicken. After the report on chicken price, let us now talk about the affairs of vegetable cultivation in Pokhara. In Nepal, the agriculture scenario has become commercialized as the youths are realizing that agriculture is the only way to feed the country. Agriculture is where the life is dependent upon, and we all know it. With increasing population of the country, the requirement of agriculture product is also increased. This our intelligent youths are seeing as great opportunity after experiencing the foreign employment. The youths in Pokhara are united to cultivate vegetables in Nepal as they see future there instead of going to foreign countries. Let us look at this report for a little while. The youths who have returned after spending a decade in Dubai, a Gulf country, have started cultivating vegetables on their own. Dipendra Bastola, Dhurba Koirala, and Diliram Adhikari of Pokhara Metropolitan City 15 have started collective vegetable farming at a cost of 3 million rupees. Farmer Bastola informed that he has been earning good income from the 14 tunnels constructed on 14 ropenis of rented land. He says that he is now working in the country even though he had been earning 1 lakh rupees per month while working as a waiter in a 5-star hotel in Dubai. The business, which was started 5 months ago, has produced coriander in 1 tunnel, beans in 3, cucumber and bitter gourd, along with green vegetables in 2 each, are abundant in the field at this time. They have also informed that they are earning good income from the sales of the same product, stating that they are moving towards seasonal and non-seasonal vegetables with the plan of producing organic vegetables without using pesticides and reaching the consumers' kitchens. The youths say that the government should help the farmers in providing loans, quality seeds, fertilizers, and marketing at concessional rates. After the report on vegetable cultivation, let us now talk about the affairs of spring paddy. In Nepal, paddy is a very popular crop as rice is the main diet of the people. However, the farmers are worried that they are not going to be able to sell their spring paddy. It is no mystery that Nepali population considers the finer rice as superior to Nepali coarse rice. This could be why the Nepali paddy does not get the market and the import is on the rise. Farmers who have been planting spring paddy since the onset of rains are worried this year as they do every year. Let us look at this report for a little while. The regular rains have added to the problem of drying paddy and selling. Meanwhile, farmer Nirmaya Rijal of Kanchankwal Municipality 5 of Chapa is also suffering from the same problem. He says that 900 man, 1 man is 40 kg of paddy will be produced in the 6 bighas of land. But there will be problems in selling paddy this year, said local farmer Rijal. Along with him, most of the farmers in the district are forced to sow paddy in a dilemma whether the rice will sell or not. It is said that about 90 quintals of paddy of farmer Bharat Rajbanshi of Bharatpur Municipality 1 was wasted last year. According to local farmers, Superzone has not been able to take initiative in marketing even though it has taught to cultivate. Paddy was planted in 1,500 hectares of land in Kanchankwal area last year under the Paddy Superzone project in the district. But after the same program was implemented in the entire district, farmers have planted paddy in only 1,200 hectares of land this year. According to Ravindra Subedi, Senior Agriculture Development Officer at the Prime Minister's Agriculture Modernization Project, last year's production was 8,700 metric tons, and this year's estimated productivity is 6,960 metric tons. After the report on spring paddy, let us now look at the report on Karadi of Sengja. It is very important that Nepali honey is pure and organic. This has been realized by many beekeepers. In Sengja, an officer has started beekeeping and doing business. This is a great inspiration for everyone. Some time ago, there was news that Nepali government plan to export honey was abandoned. I suppose it is still standing for action. However, one beekeeper is not losing heart. Farmers of Galyan Municipality 8, Sengja, who have recently taken up beekeeping, are now enjoying their own nursery. However, some farmers have complained that the government has not provided assistance to such farmers who have no other option of employment. Let us look at this report for a little while. Farmers of Galyan Municipality 8, Karadi, Sengja, who have recently taken up beekeeping, are now enjoying their own nursery. However, some farmers have complained that the government has not provided assistance to such farmers who have no other option of employment. Farmer Ganesh Prasad Adhikari of the Biodiversity and Bee Study Center Sengja is now enjoying his own farm. He started his business by converting his father's profession into a modern style. Farmer Adhikari has been selling not only bee honey but also hive with bees. The farmer official claims that there is no problem in selling his honey, as organic honey production is the main goal. By Ganesh Prasad Adhikari. At present, his farm has 150 beehives and has planted various species of plants. Among them, service recipients from different districts have come to observe and buy 1,800 species of plants, including nutmeg, camphor, coconut, betel nut, lemon, bay leaf, timor, etc. The officials said that their business would flourish if the local bodies provided assistance to agriculture and farmers. This is all in Agriculture Affairs in Nepal with me, Nirmala Abbas. Before I go, let us review the main affairs of the day. The Metropolitan Vegetable Market in Bharatpur of Chittaun has come into operation. The stakeholders have stated that the state government policy and Purvanchal University program have not included Gotgaon. Even though the main crop of Nepal is increasing in production, the dependence is still on the rise. Thank you for watching Agriculture Affairs in Nepal with me, Nirmala Abbas. I'll be back with more affairs next time. Till then, Jai Krishi, Jai Kishan, Samriddha Krishi, Nepal Kishan.